Hi everyone, here at 123 Verified. We understand that business owners have a lot of responsibilities no matter what industry they are in. There's no room for errors or careless mistakes. The most costly error a business owner could make is not screening potential employees. Negligent hiring has come to the forefront of our litigious society, and it only takes a small error to open up a lawsuit that can cost hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars in damages. Very few courts will accept excuses as to why you didn't screen your potential employees. The 123 Verified employment background check is FCRA compliant. Our staff is well versed on the FCRA laws regarding the legalities of obtaining and use of information we send to you. We provide you the documents and information you need to be compliant as well. Our legal team updates us continuously on the constant changing laws of the FCRA and its superseding local laws. We use state-of-the-art databases and old school techniques so you can be confident the completed background information is verified, up to date, and complies with local and national laws. If any criminal record comes back incorrect, we help you remove those records from the database on behalf of your applicant. As with all of our searches, the first information verified is Social Security number, name of the individual, address history, and date of birth. When conducting an FCRA-compliant background check, established identity is very important. Failure to establish identity can lead to a long list of non-relevant results, which may return information from someone else. You can be confident the verified results we return are for your subject. Remember, instant background checks do not verify information and are not recommended. You have your choice of one of the next two searches: the multi-jurisdiction criminal search or the countywide criminal search. The multi-jurisdiction criminal search covers over 1,400 jurisdictions and agencies. However, your county may not be covered. Please check the coverage area before ordering. If your jurisdiction is not listed, we will conduct a countywide criminal record search in the counties your subject has lived in for the past 7 years, which is the industry standard. If you need criminal records past the 7-year standard, we can obtain criminal history back 30 years and beyond for a small fee of $3 per search year. I'll show you how to do that in a bit. You can specify either one of these searches. Both searches will return sex offenders. The FCRA does not restrict the amount of time for criminal record use, however local laws do. Here's a link on our site. You can check that information out yourself. Just click that and back home. Folks, there are nationwide criminal record searches advertised on the net. But the truth of the matter is, there isn't a nationwide criminal database that covers all 50 states for public use. Too many companies advertise a nationwide criminal record search. However, they give no coverage area. But they do charge for what people consider a 50-state search. That borders ethical business practices. Other services don't offer the alternative of conducting an on-site county criminal record search for no extra fee for jurisdictions not covered in criminal record databases. Why don't they? One can only guess. Just keep in mind, folks, there are legitimate background check companies, but if a company fails to give a coverage area, unlike we do, chances are you're only getting incomplete, non-verified information that could be found on the net for free. We offer complete transparency with our coverage, and you should expect nothing less when selecting a background check company. We then verify the record. If you use a multi-jurisdiction criminal record search and a record is returned, since this is a database search, in order to be in compliance with the Fair Credit Reporting Act, we send a court researcher to where that record is housed, and they verify it for accuracy. Not too many companies are doing that either. Each jurisdiction in every state has licensing requirements for individuals who perform certain services. We take your applicant's verified information and verify the type of license you specify. Information returned varies from state to state. Next is the civil suits, liens, and bankruptcies, which include judgments. This search is pretty much self-explanatory. We use the individual's information and see if there are any matching records for each of those actions. Next is the E-Verify I-9 verification. The E-Verify system is a voluntary system that all states are encouraged to use. There are certain states that mandate its use and certain states that disallow it. You come down here, folks, you can see a list of those states right there. And come back, just click the home tab. E-Verify is maintained by the United States Citizenship and Immigration Service, Department of Homeland Security, and the Social Security Administration. Its sole purpose is to verify the eligibility of individuals to work in the United States. This is done by verifying documents on file with the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Service, Department of Homeland Security, and the Social Security Administration. This part of the employment search cannot be started until the employee has worked 1 day and no more than 3. You can call us, folks. We'll explain the process to you. This search is optional. There's a place on the order form to specify if you want it or not, and you'll see that when we go through that. Here's the OFAC prohibited party search, which sanctions entities who may want to threaten the security of the United States. All right, folks, let's go order one. First of all, you sign in with the email you signed up with. Here's an order bin. This is where your orders go until they are completed and then deleted. Everything asterisk is required. social, first name, middle optional, month, day, year, street address, city, state. I mentioned earlier, folks, that if your jurisdiction was not listed in the 1400 plus jurisdiction and agency search, this is where you put it. Specify the proper state and the county, and we will search that for you. If this is left blank, we are going to run the multi-jurisdiction regardless. So just make sure it's everything's filled out properly if you want something other than the multi-jurisdiction. If you want to search years past the 7-year industry standard, if you want 10 years, we give you the first 7, then you just put 3 there. There are some states that have a salary cap for running criminal records past 7 years. We need the estimated salary so we know to do that or not. Professional license, the number is here. Either put down the type of license or the license number. We'll verify that. The type of purpose, e-verify, yes or no, say no. All right, folks, just hit the order button. You're on your way. What you do now is you have to send us one of these forms that apply to your state. These are for the 48 states. This is for California. This is for New York. We must have that sent along with your applicant's ID, driver's license or government-issued ID. If you want any more years than 7 searched, here's where you put it. I specified 3 on the order form. You'll go here and do that. If you don't need any extra years searched, just disregard it and add to the cart here. You'll see the $57 for the background check plus the $9 reflects the $66 charge. You would enter a customer code if we had any discounts or specials. Right now we're offering a sign up for Twitter, and you run a search by a certain day. You get locked in for 20% lifetime searches. That's always nice to have. And that's on all of our searches on our site, not just for the employee background checks and tenant searches. So you may want to check that out. At this point, we're all set. You can just wait for the order to be filled, and I thank you for watching. You guys have a great day.